Good morning, everyone, from Walibi Rhône-Alps, the last park on our Coastin Thru Europe Season 2 trip. Not gonna lie, I can't believe that this is over. Like,
I can't either.
we did a lot of parks, and it's weird to think that we're gonna ride our last coasters before we head back to the US.
And guess what it's gonna be? Mystic Timbers.
Yeah, they have a Gerstlauer called Mystic and a wooden coaster called Timber. So
I love it. I love it.
we're riding Mystic Timbers.
Aw,
So
I love that ride.
this is the third Walibi park that we've been to. We've been to Walibi Holland and Walibi Belgium. So this one I think is gonna be smaller than both of those, but they're still gonna have some substantial rides.
I was gonna say,
should be
like,
pretty
I'm
good.
like staring at the map over here. It looks like they have a pretty good amount of stuff.
Yeah. I'm excited here. The Walibi parks are a lot of fun.
Yeah,
So
infinity coasters are fun, gravity group coasters are fun.
Yep.
So like that alone, I'm like, cool.
it's gonna be a good time. Let's go on inside. Check out this entrance. We got a big W. I heard there's a lot of money under there, and it's a very mad world out there. Who gets that reference? Not you.
I was gonna say.
It's from a movie. Very old movie.
Wumbo.
Wumbo? No, that's SpongeBob.
This is huge. You think he could come on our flight?
He's not gonna fit in a suitcase. You'd have to check a whole bag just for him.
No, he would need to get his own ticket.
Oh yeah, he'd take up an entire seat. Look at that.
Track is just.
It is so
Stop.
broken. Like,
Dang.
wow, that's too bad. All
I
right.
don't know, let's go ride something else. Or we could be really crazy and ride it anyway.
Whoa. Now that's a crazy thought. All right, let's give it a try. Are we in New Orleans? Dang, that's cool. Oh yeah, that's a fun theme. I like it. It's like how all the parks try and do Mardi Gras, like for 2 months at a time, except here it's year round. This is an awesome theme. There's like Twisted
like
Tree. We're seeing signs there for Dr. Mystic.
So this whole area is like supposed to be like Louisiana.
Yeah.
For example, it's like New Orleans. So I guess this is kind of like all the little voodoo dolls and stuff over here.
Oh my gosh.
It's giving Princess and the Frog.
Look at all this stuff.
That's
Wow.
awesome, actually.
The front of the train has a skull on it. You can see voodoo dolls attached
Oh my
to it.
god.
That is so freaking cool. Also, there's a single rider line here, and it's actually open. We're just choosing to wait in the main line just so we can ride together for our first time. But after that, I think
ditching each other.
we're just gonna do single rider the rest of the day because it's literally a walk on. So first ride of the day there on Mystic, not Mystic Timbers.
I mean,
Timbers
we're in a
coming
shed.
later.
The shed, the station was literally like a shed.
It might as well be.
a voodoo shed.
So we sat in the front row, and that was a lot of fun. First of all, it's Gerstlauer, so we have to address it is smooth.
It is smooth.
Yes, and lap
Very.
bars make it very comfortable.
It was very good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was a very enjoyable ride experience. Good mix of elements. I like the cool ending that they have in there with the spike. Like, you're literally dangling there.
Yeah, that was like probably my favorite part. I really liked that.
Yeah, the hang time is just like unbelievable. The backward section isn't super long, but that's okay. So here, let's show you what it's about to do. Yeah, you just like hang there for so long. It's pretty cool. And then there's the one wave turn thing that you do, and that's pretty much it for the backward section. It then goes like slightly up there, but not enough where you really feel it. So we just did their SNS shot tower, which is called Le Totem, and
Ooh.
something really weird about the way that they operationally handle that ride.
Oh, it's very weird.
So first of all, there's a seatbelt going across your lap as well as like vertically. So that like a little strange, but we've seen it before. I've never seen this before. They raise you up like they're dispatching you before checking restraints. So your
Yeah.
restraints are all the way up,
I
and
was
they
like,
raise you up.
Are you like, are you sure?
Yeah, and then while you're several feet off the ground, then they check restraints. I'm like, how is that the best way to go about this?
Yeah, and you have no idea where they're gonna like shoot up. Like, there's no like there's not even like a sound that you're like, oh, this is definitively when it's gonna happen.
It's just whoosh.
I liked it for that.
Yeah, the element of
Usually I don't like
surprise was
those,
fun. They have a literal graveyard. It's so funny. Everything's in French. So this is error 404, but Eru. And this is thank you for deactivating your Facebook, maybe? So we're leaving the New Orleans area to walk over to some of the other rides and attractions here. But final thoughts as we're exiting this really cool theme. I'm that much more excited now for Tiana's Bayou Adventure because like seeing a really well done New Orleans theme, I'm excited to see like what they could do there. Like if they're okay going like a little bit darker, they could have like a lot of voodoo stuff. And, like,
I think they will.
Like a graveyard. Yeah, like it's a really long ride, so you could definitely have like a scene about it, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I ran to use the bathroom, and like even the bathrooms were like super like themed.
Yeah.
They had like creepy music going and like voodoo stuff all over the
It's a
doors.
vibe.
Like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I forgot how like hardcore these parks go with their like theming. I love it.
Nice job, Walibi. I like it.
Look how nice this area is.
It's fantastic. I really should stop being surprised though that we keep running into Old West sections. It's just expected at this point.
It really is expected at this point. But you know what? Like I always say, what do I always say?
It feels like
Feels
home.
like home.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looks really good. This is a burger place, and look, it's like kind of steampunk themed. Hey, wait a minute. This isn't Woodstock Express. That belongs at Kings Island and Kings Dominion and Carowinds and Canada's Wonderland, or I don't know. There's a lot of parks that have Woodstock Express, but whatever. Here we go. Here, it's a Wild Mouse, not themed to the Peanuts character. All right, we're dispatching on this Wild Mouse. Oh, that was really loud. Ah, good view of the parking lot. And timber over there. Ooh, actually, that's a really nice view. Dang, look at that thing go. Ah, crap. Ah. Jeez. Oh, gosh.
These are really aggressive laterals.
Brutal. This is the entrance for Timber, and it's worth noting Timber is spelt with an exclamation point. And it's so funny, we just heard it go. As it descends in the first drop, you hear Timber! Look at all these cut pieces of wood. They got blade saws propped up in them. They also have single rider lines here, so if you're single, you can go to the left. Excuse me. Timber!
It's going down. I'm yelling timber.
Hey, that's the name of the ride.
You better dance. I was watching people go down the first drop, and there's like a man that's gonna scream. He's gonna be like,
Ah!
I don't know what that means, but
It's because we're the wood
he's
falling
chopping
down.
us?
He's chopping us down.
that's kind of dark, but all right.
I don't know.
Ready?
Let's go! Whoa!
Did you hear it?
Yeah! Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh! Woo! Whoa!
That's the next time.
Oh my god! What was that? Is that a trim?
I don't think so.
That felt like a trim. Why did the whole thing just like stop like mid airtime hill? Literally up until that point, I was like, that is like the best Gravity Group family coaster. And then we hit that part. I'm like, what was that?
Yeah,
that
I
did
was,
not
like,
feel right
braced.
at all.
I was not braced for that, and I was
No,
like, okay,
that
well.
was really weird.
Other than that, it was really, really awesome.
Other than that, it was really good, but that part, that was very unexpected.
Maybe we only felt it because we're in the back. Let's
I don't know.
ride it again somewhere else.
Yeah.
Weird.
All right, so at this point we've done several more rides. Front, back, middle, over. I think I'm at like 6.
I think I'm at 4.
So after more rides, couple thoughts. One, the trim is definitely not as bad up front.
No, it's not, but it's still bizarre. I've never seen something quite like that.
Very strange. I still wish it wasn't there, but everything else is really, really good. That first drop is awesome. Like every single hill on that thing hits.
Yeah, it actually really does. Like, I don't know. I think it's like one of the best gravity group like layouts for like a smaller
Yeah,
compact coaster?
I think even with the trim, I still think it's my favorite of the gravity group family coasters.
I would agree. I mean, that's the very end of the ride. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, so like everything else before that is fantastic. Like, I think they should retrack the turnaround.
Yeah, there are some rough spots that they could put that pre-cut track on.
But it's only in a very few select moments, like where there's like positives. Like, and most of this ride is negatives. You're out of your seat.
So you don't even feel that.
Yeah, and so like every single one of those hills, you're just like launched. It's almost standing airtime.
Yeah, no, the airtime is very intense. I'm like, wow, this is for
and
like
the lap bars don't come down on you further during the ride. That's one thing that I love about Timberliners. So
That's
like,
true.
you just get ejected all over the place, and it's
so much fun.
amazing. So.
Oh, look again. And their operations are insane, as you can see.
Really, really good operations.
Yeah.
I think this is my favorite ride in the park.
Ooh, I think I'd have to agree with you. Actually, over
I
these
did not expect that. However, this thing really, like, aside from the trim, just like blew me away.
Oh, absolutely. I would agree.
So we're making our way over to the Boomerang, which first of all looks freshly repainted.
So pretty.
It is shining, but we just saw it go around and it had lap bars. It's like the one at Wiener Prater.
I think it's the only one I've done that's like that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so this would be number 2. Jeez, this thing is so pretty, like with the blue sky and everything.
I think it might be a boomerang though.
I know. The best looking ride in the park is a Boomerang. So this thing's called Generator, and it's got 2 different color track. You have the dark blue that is the rails, and then the lighter blue, which is everything else. So it's great this thing has lap bars, although it's certainly a pain to get into. They don't leave a lot of room.
So difficult. We're not even like particularly large people, but it's like.
Yeah, it's just very, there's not a whole lot of leg room. It's like a Skyrocket 2 up in here.
Yeah, we did one of these at Wiener Prater, and it's like a very weird dangly feeling that you get when you're going backward up the lift. You're like.
It feels like the seats are like too upright. Like they're so straight that like it kind of messes with your posture.
I feel like I have something going on my butt. I won't lie.
I do too. Yeah, there's like a crease in the center where it's like, yeah, it's really not pleasant.
Ooh, but the view of Mystic is really cool. It's like an ab workout staying up.
Yeah, the ab workout, yeah, right here. And then also like the thing up your butt, yeah, it's like right down the middle. It really is not comfortable. I'm all about boomerangs having lap bars, but like
not
different.
Like this.
Yeah. Wow, look at the mountains.
Oh.
Whoa!
How did I still hit my head?
Still gray out. Oh, there's the catch. Boomerangs pull a lot of forces, that's for sure.
Yes, they do.
All right.
But I still somehow smacked my head.
How's that even possible?
I don't know.
Whoa.
Oh my god. No, not for me.
Lap bar boomerang is, oh gosh. It messed in, the boomerang, I can't talk. The boomerang disheveled everything. We're stopping for lunch and look inside the saloon. This is so fun. This is actually really well themed. So what did we get?
A burger.
Burger.
And fries.
And fries.
It's a very
and
unique
drink.
meal for a theme park.
I say I've never had this meal before. What are you doing?
I'm gonna make sauce, but I wanted to put it on something other than the tray.
Oh yeah, ketchup plus mayo, fry sauce. So the burger was okay. The fries were like cardboard. It was very, very tasteless.
Yeah.
The only reason we were able to eat it is because we drowned it in sauce. And finally, the last roller coaster we need, the Zero family coaster with really, really long trains. But first, we're going up through a tunnel. Directly to the side is all the construction for the new coaster. Nice.
So while we were on that Zero and we're like looking over at the construction, I was like thinking, I'm like, why is this Walibi Park going with an Intamin single rail and then the other Walibi Park going with an RMC single rail?
Yeah, it is really weird.
Like, you'd think that if they rode one and liked it, they would stick with it.
Yeah. Instead,
You know what I
they're
mean?
doing like one of each. to like see which one is better, I guess.
But then just go ride the existing one. Like go ride the hot racer in Australia. I mean, it's kind of a trip, but it'd save you a lot of money.
Then building one
building
and
a hot racer that kind of isn't that great.
Yeah.
Unless they've since fixed it.
That's the question, right? Will this hot racer be significantly better than the one down in Australia? I hope so. No one wants like crappy ride at their park. I hope that this thing is way better than Big Dipper.
Yeah,
but
Big Dipper was not that good.
If it's like Big Dipper, then that's very disappointing. We're back at Mystic. Gonna go for a couple more rides on this attraction. I can already tell that the wait is a lot shorter because, well, last time we waited, it was back to here, and now there's no one here at all.
So we're like looking around the queue at all of these little voodoo dolls, and something seems a little off about those two. It's Asterix and Obelix.
Oh my, wow.
I wonder if that's meant to mean something.
The shade, the shade. Couple more laps there on Mystic. So that was actually my first time sitting in the back row. You get whipped over the first drop.
Yeah, you do. I didn't realize that was your first time.
Every other row, I've done the front. I mean, obviously, the front is great. So like, I've been totally fine with it.
I actually have only sat on outside seats, I think, so far.
Yeah.
So I would like to try an inside seat and find out if it's like, because the outside seat has a little bit more of a rattle to it. It's not bad, but it's just like a little bit. So I wouldn't mind doing an inside seat.
So here we are, back at the front entrance for Walibi Rhône-Alpes. Definitely a lot more intimate and not as grand as maybe some of the other Walibi parks. Let's see what's in the gift shop. Roller coaster addict. That one's actually kind of fun. Like that one? Oh, who wants a boomerang shirt? Let's go. Timber actually has a pretty cool logo. I can get behind that one. If you like Mystic enough, well, you can get your own voodoo doll.
I look like a wet dog.
Well, that's what you get for running in the freaking like sprinklers, or at least you might as well have.
Well,
Splash
that's like I
pads.
felt like I was being targeted by the children as they felt that I was the other. So they were all
They were given too much power, just a rotating like laser beam of water.
Like,
anyways,
we're leaving now.
We're out of the park. That's it. We're done.
It was so fun. I really liked this park a lot.
That was a good time. This was a cool place. It was definitely the smallest of the 3 Walibi parks that we've now been to. Pretty much.
It's definitely more modest, but I really like it.
Yeah, it's a very nice park.
Yeah.
Good operations.
Really good operations.
Everything's very scenic and pretty. So yeah, I can't really complain.
No, me neither. I really like this chain because like even like the smaller ones are like still very like well done. Whereas I think of other chain parks and like they kind of like let someone kind of just go.
Because I've heard some people compare the Walibi group to like the Six Flags of Europe.
I would highly disagree.
I think the quality is a lot nicer than Six Flags.
Yeah, like each area that has like a theme is like it really sticks to it. It doesn't feel like cheap. Crappy theming. It's really nice. I like it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Now that they're getting a new roller coaster next year, I think that that's going to be the time to go. I'm sure that we'll be back here at some point. About an hour drive away from Walibi Rhône-Alpes brings us to the town of Annecy here in France. And
holy heck, it's gorgeous.
This is incredible. So check out all of these views. This mountain range is absolutely crazy. I think they call these like the French Alps. Like, You could see some of this from Walibi, but
Not
not like this. This beautiful lake here in the center. You can see more of the town, kind of off in that direction.
Like boating, paddleboarding, kayaking.
This place is so cool. And because it gets dark late here, we're getting in about, you know, 7. So we have probably like 3 hours until it's really dark. So we're gonna walk around and, you know, have some fun.
Eat.
Yeah, get some dinner,
hungry.
definitely. This place is so cool.
It's like a fairy tale. I don't know. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I love all the buildings
Look
here.
at this. Like, look at this flower.
What is this doing here? It's literally moving up and down. Yo, look, there's a carousel. We decided to keep it simple for dinner. I got tacos. What'd you get?
A burrito. for Sailor.
What type of burrito?
I got the same meat as you. I think they're chili con carne.
Ooh. There's swings? We should have eaten our food right there. That's awesome. This water is like crystal clear blue. That is beautiful.
This is so like, just perfectly picturesque. I
Yeah.
love it.
This town is awesome.
Oh,
There's a duck? Yo!
you got it good, dude. Like, you have a giant pool.
This is the
basically
life.
in.
You know what vibes I'm getting? Europa Park vibes. The France section. Think about it. I feel like yours at Can Coaster should be like right there. People make statues out of anything. What could this possibly symbolize? When in Annecy, go get Le Glacier des Alpes.
And it is delicious.
It is fantastic. So I got like a raspberry and then cookies flavor. It's just like absolutely amazing.
So mine is, the first flavor is milk flour.
Don't know what that is.
I just wanted to try unique flavors. Roasted almond and then a coconut topper.
And just in the middle of the pathway. Why is this place literally like Venice?
It's magical. It's so freaking magical.
Chilling here with a beautiful mountain view. Some duck friends came
Hang out
to
with
join
the
us. Hey, there's a big swan over there. Uh-oh. They're surrounded. Excuse me. What are you doing here?
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Bro. Bro, I don't have anything for you. I knew this place was gonna be beautiful, but I did not expect it to be this scenic.
I can't even believe it. Like, this is the most beautiful city I've ever seen. Like, please do yourself a favor. If you do the part that we did today, come here.
Yeah, it's also like 45 minutes from Geneva, Switzerland. If you're interested in like visiting Switzerland or you happen to be in that area, there's a lot of really cool stuff here. Like you can take a paddle boat out on the water. You
They
can
have
take
boats that have a slide on them, so you can slide into the water.
Yeah, it seems like everything kind of revolves around this lake, which as you can see is just like the most like pretty shade of blue ever. It's like this greenish kind of tint because the water is not that deep, so that's what gives it kind of that different color. So very, very cool. I like this place a lot. I feel like when people think of like a classic French town, like this is like
Oh, this is way prettier
you know?
than Paris.
Paris is more grand. It has like some like of the really old building stuff, but this has
Like,
like
stick the Eiffel Tower here.
this has the mountains plus like none of the buildings are like any as like historic or huge, but everything's just like really well laid out and everything with
Like
all
I
the
said-
waterways. It's like Venice. All right, we've made it to a hotel. A hotel. Not the one we booked, which is like the third or fourth time this has happened on this trip. So what happened this time?
Well, our hotel was
It was
seemingly
fine
fine,
at first.
but we realized that the heat was just building up in our room to the point that we were like dripping sweat and like
There's no air conditioning.
Which there have been other places without air conditioning, but this was like particularly awful, and there was like nowhere, like they don't have any fans, they don't have anything,
a
like
sauna.
yeah, and opening the windows didn't help. Like we were both like dripping sweat, and we found another place where like this is not gonna work.
Yeah, so this place has air conditioning, so
Yeah, we actually need good sleep. You know, we haven't had much of that in a while because we've been so busy.
Yeah, it's about midnight right now. We had to drive an extra like 40 minutes to get where we were going, which is fine. Like in this place, it wasn't the direction of travel. We were going to Marseille tomorrow, and then followed by Monaco, and then we're flying out of Nice back to the United States. So just some sightseeing, and then yeah, that's it. So at this point, we have been in Europe for over a month, which is crazy. So.
Hey, we love doing this series.
Yeah.
We love making it. We love seeing all of your reactions to it. It's really special.
Yeah, and it's so cool seeing all these different parks, seeing how different cultures like have their own spin on like different attractions and everything. Like, because so many of the places that we visit, we're walking around, we're like, this is so bizarre, this is so quirky. But to a lot of people there, that's just like, you know,
that's like what they value, it's what they enjoy, it's entertainment.
Yeah, like it doesn't faze them. Like if they visit a U.S. park, I'm sure they'd find things like different there, and I think that's just like super cool. It really makes you appreciate everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, there were a lot of really cool highlights on this place. I mean, on this trip, I think we spent a total of, I think it was like 24 days at a theme park.
That's crazy.
So,
oh my gosh, no wonder we're so tired.
Yeah. A lot of good rides, a lot of good people that we got to meet along the way, friends that we got to spend time with here. So, yeah, I think we're all taking away some positive memories from this trip.
Absolutely, and we'll do superlatives again.
Yep, definitely going to do a superlatives video. Still tons more videos to come, reviews from different roller coasters and theme parks. It's going to be a lot. At this point, I'm wondering when this video that you're watching is coming out. What's your prediction?
Oh.
I really hope it's before the end of the year. If it's 2024 when you guys watch this,
it won't be that. It won't be that long.
I hope not. No,
I
don't think so. No, I'm just gonna say
October,
November at the latest.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of parks to get through. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the series. We had a blast. We're gonna get some much needed sleep after this.
And we would go ahead and say like, wow, it's the end of Coastin Thru Europe, but we all know it's probably not. We'll see you guys for season 3 eventually.
I know, right? Project Exodus, right? We teased at the beginning. We'll get there. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.